Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics. We're going to change over the window motor and regulator on this 85 Corvette. I believe they're the same for 84 to 96. First off, you got to take off the door panel. I remember you don't have to take off this. People have and break them. I think there's a screw there, two there, and then you can pull it off. Well, I think there's 4 screws along the bottom here, and then your speaker cover, and then you pull it off and you disconnect this line here, this one here goes to this. Then this is for your lock, goes to that, and this is broke for the wiper. Not all Corvettes have that in the wiper. What it is the little tabs here for the screws to go in are wallowed out and broke and cracked and everything. So it's been like that. I need to figure out something. JB weld some screws in there or something. Okay, and once you take that off, we'll go look at the new one here. I've been messing with this window motor for a couple of years now. I think last year I did it. I'll show it to you once I get it apart, but the plastic thing on the factory one had broke. So I had another parts Corvette, and I took the stuff on the inside of the door, and it was one of these aftermarket ones like this, and it was all bent to shit. So they seem kind of thin, and that they probably don't work good, but there's no replacements that are worth a crap. So anyway, this is the new one here. We're going to install it correctly. There's no instructions, but so I ended up trying to zip tying that plastic piece that broke on that door, and it worked for a while. Now the motor itself went out. So, and it isn't easy. It's been a while since I took it apart, but you got to take out, let me see if I remember right. You got to take out these screws here. I think that one. These ones along the top side. These ones here. And you got to push the whole thing down and up or something. But let me take them screws out. And I also got the a window switch rigged here, because for some reason I wasn't getting the power. Here's the power to, I got power to all these other wires except for these 2 that go to the power window motor. I'm going to recheck them. See if this is the factory switch right here. I'm going to recheck that again. But I rigged it up, my own switch there, so nothing else. I got a switch that'll work. And what it does, so you can, it seems like it's off the track, but it's, from what I can see down in here, it's just completely messed up. Already loosened these. These will have to come out. These are for the, keep your window tensioned. See that? I think they got to come completely out, and then you can slide the window out once you get it disconnected. Anyway, let me take them screws out, and I'll be back, and I'll set up the camera there and show you exactly how to take it out. Okay, this goes in. Goes in here. It's all them screws I showed you. Actually, it goes this way. Okay, you take out them screws, and then you got to take this off, which goes this piece here. It goes up in here, right here and down. So you take this off of there, and then you got to pop these rods off. This one here is for your door handle. Door handle here, and then your little lock. You gotta pop this off the lock. Oh, I think I had it up. I have it upside down, guys. Sorry about that. That's where this went here. So you take that off. You pop the rod off of here for your lock, and then you're here for your handle. And there's a little clip that fell down in here. I'll have to find it later. Okay, and then you slide it down and pull it out like that, lift it up. Okay, once you get that off, then you can see here's the old regulator. I don't know if you can see where I zip tied it down there. So that's gonna have to all come out. Let's see, I think we'll have to take all these out here. I think that's a brace. So you take out these 10 or 11 millimeters, then this one here, and I'm gonna see if we can pull all that out of there. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you take these two nuts off here, one here, and there's one underneath right there. Okay, lift it up here, and then you have to take off that bolt there, and I think just the one there, and that undoes the glass, and then you have to pull the glass out through there, which is a pain in the ass because of this little stopper deal there. Okay, then once we get that out, we'll take the regulator out. So lift this up and stick something right in here to hold that up. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Okay guys, I'll set you up. Okay, I got a bar right here. I don't know how good this is going to show up. Okay, I'm going to take off this bolt here. As you can see, there's the zip ties where I tried to fix it before. I actually did fix it, but of course that'll fall down in there, and then the clip for the door handle is still down in there somewhere. I'll find that here in a minute. Okay. Take this out. I think I do got to take that bottom one out. Okay, yep, take all three of them out. And that separates the glass from the regulator. There it is there. Now getting this out is a real, I don't know, maybe we don't have to take it all the way out. Let's see if I can set it. There's a little lip here. I don't know if you can see it. I'll let it sit there for a second. Okay. Now, try to get this regulator out. Disconnect the power from the motor. That's the power for the motor. Blue and brown. Now, seems like there's something still holding that in there. There shouldn't be. I figure it out. Bottom here still. No, I'm not sure why that's not coming out of there. Should move. I don't know what's open. Okay, guys, let me figure out what's holding this in. It should just come right out of there, but okay, I'll be back. Okay, guys, there was one more bolt in there. Found that after I cut the thing off. It's right there. It's right underneath here. Okay, then it would slide out. But I couldn't figure it out fast enough, so I just cut it with a grinder right there. So don't do that. Just take off the one bolt there, one bolt there. Okay, so that's the regulator. You can see where it had broken, and I'd zip tied it previously. Okay. So we got the regulator out. We just got the window sitting here on the ledge, and we're gonna try to get the new regulator in there. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, guys, here's the new regulator and motor. These two bolts here, holes for bolts go right there, but this one here had two nuts on it. This one requires 2 bolts, so they're probably 10 millimeter. You're gonna round up to 10 millimeter bolts. Okay, that mounts at the top. The bottom mounts there, those two, and this one only has one right there. You have to see, it's probably gonna have to be over here. You have to drill through this is fiberglass. Drill another hole and then round up 2 more 10 millimeter bolts that go through there. Well, we got one. We got one here, so we're gonna have to round up 1 more for the bottom, 2 for the top. And I didn't find the clip for the takes that special little sliding clip right there, and when I unhook it, it fell down in here, but I can't see it for the life of me. I'm going to look for that, round up 3 bolts, mount it in there, and drill another hole. And once I got that done, I'll be back. I'm not sure what these are the 2 to hook up the window. Those 2 there are these 2 here. And then this one here is this one. Then it's got a little bit different of a power hookup, but it's supposed to slide into actually slides into that. Can't do it with one hand, but slides in like that. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay guys, I got the 2 bolts up here tightened up, and the bottom does not line up to the other one that was already there. So you got to get in there and mark where it is and drill 2 holes through the bottom here and bolt it. I did hook up the power. It does work. There's up. Okay, once I drill them holes and bolt in the bottom, we'll hook up the window, and then this little deal here takes place of this here, which this bracket here. See this deal here? That goes on here, and I guess it adjusts for the window. It goes up or down, like, or to stop it from going too high. So you adjust that. Okay, so let me get those 2 holes drilled and that mounted in there, and we'll mount the window to here and see what we got going there. Okay guys, got these 2 bolts here, and the 2 bolts underneath. So it's in there solid. It stays a little bit loose. Anyway, let me put these 3 bolts in here, in there, 2 there. Adjustment in it, but it's naturally got some slack in it. Tightened up the 2 little guides there, keep it tight. And then, like I said, fixing to put this on there. I couldn't find that little clip. I took it off the parts car. Luckily it had one on there. And then this little deal here will keep it from going all the way up or too far up. So fixing to put this back in there and check it all out. I'll be back. Okay guys, I got this panel here in. Just got to hook the rods to the door handle and the lock, and just clip your wires back in. Little holes there. Okay, I'm fixing to put the door panel on. I checked the power wires, and I'm still not getting no power, and power from the harness to the right here to the power motor. So I don't know, the fuses are good. It could be this switch over here is bad, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I had this rigged up here. So it works. So what I'm gonna do is put on this panel here. Just gotta hook up the lock. This wire here, this wire here, and I'm going to cut out a little square right in here for that new switch. And then I gotta put some JB weld, like I said earlier, on these 2 little things here to hold the wiper. I'll put that on there with a couple of screws and put some JB weld, let that dry, and then mount the door panel. Then I'll be back. Okay guys, it's done. It ain't the best job, but it's just an old car. I'm not trying to make it perfect. But anyway, it works. Now the second little job I'm gonna do is this dash. As you can see, this dash is all cracked, and I could probably fix it like I did the Nova one, but I just bought this cheap cover. Let me stick it up there. It came in a roll, so it's all, and it doesn't have the holes for the speakers, but my stereo doesn't work anyway, or it's intermittently comes on. It needs all new speakers and a whole new stereo system. That'll be another job. Anyway, it goes something like that. It's got the hole for the defroster, and then it comes with just a couple little, well, one long little Velcro strip. But what I think I'm gonna do is brush some contact cement and just glue it on there, and that's good enough. So I'm gonna glue that on there. The sun's pretty hot. I'll let it sit here for a minute there, see if the sun will flatten it out, and then put some contact cement, and I'll be back. Okay folks, we're going behind the scenes here, hauling away the clunkers.
Yeah, I'm hung on the frame on this one because of donuts.
We need to haul about $10,000 worth to get that Nomad restored. Well, YouTube ain't paying for it, so we got to do it the hard way. This is all the junk, guys. What we're trying to get is the ones with the engine's transmissions in them, because they're worth more per ton. So that was filled with cars. We got about 15 of them out over there. Got a couple out over here. Still got a few more to go over in this area here. Got this Land Rover Xterra and one of these Isuzu Troopers. Got an engine in it. Those will be next. So anyway, thought I'd give you a little peek behind the scenes. Okay guys, I got the dash pad mounted on there. It looks pretty good. And a little bit of glue on the edge here, but if you've been following along with this, I got the dash lights and everything working. Everything's readable. So it's got about a month's worth of dirt on it. Fixing to wash it and then take her into town. She's a going to town car now. I'll be back. Okay guys, I think that'll be it. I was gonna take her into town, get something to eat. I just rinsed it off. I didn't really wash it because it'll just get dirty in a few days. I got another video of this I made a few weeks ago where I was doing some work to it. Took it out for a test drive, and I think I added a couple other videos on top of that one of when I painted it and all that. So if you want to watch them, anyway, we'll be back to the Nomad here next video, and subscribe if you haven't, comment, like, share, all that stuff, and we'll see y'all next video. Thanks everybody for watching.